What's up everyone? I'm Andrea, your real life English fluency coach. Now, although English is my native language, I've spent years of my life learning Greek and Spanish, so I've been in your shoes. I know exactly what it's like to know all the grammar and rules, but still be nervous when words that I know I've learned just don't come to me. And although this may sound like a far-off dream for you, I want to invite you to imagine yourself speaking English confidently and naturally, automatically connecting your thoughts in a fluid rhythm that anybody can understand. What is that like? In today's lesson, we are going to focus on the number one key to advanced fluency that is going to help you to effortlessly learn and remember vocabulary the natural way. Let's look at this sentence. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? When I say nice to meet you, where are you from, and you repeat after me, I'm not speaking or teaching you word for word because your fluency depends on your ability to automatically recall, interpret, and express yourself in units of meaning, which are called word chunks. This lesson is divided into two parts. First, I'll help you understand what chunks are and why they are so important. Then you are going to practice using them with me with 3 different exercises that you can start doing to improve your fluency. And right at the end, I have a really special surprise for you. So make sure you watch all of this lesson to check out what that surprise is. So before I teach you everything you need to know about this powerful fluency tool, if you want to take your fluency beyond the classroom and into the real world and be able to understand fast English, to speak confidently with anyone and connect to the world, then I invite you to become a real lifer, just like Mr. Thunder, who says he now understands about 90% of the words in our lessons through learning with us, making our lessons highly effective. So now let's help you understand your lessons confidently too. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell down below so that you don't miss out on any of our new lessons. Word chunks are a sequence of words that come naturally together to express an idea. For example, when you first learned nice to meet you, you didn't study each word in the sentence. You simply learned them all together and even how to answer it by saying nice to meet you too, right? So we can say that chunks are a string of words that we can find in our memory as a ready-made unit. In this first part, I will help you to understand why word chunks are one of the best ways to advance your fluency in English. Let's start with a simple exercise. I'm going to say a list of words and want you to memorize all the items in the exact same order I say. Do not take any notes and do not pause and replay the video, okay? Ready? Here we go. Touch, drink, well, jump. All right, what were the words on the list? How did you do? The words and the order was touch, drink, well, jump. Now let's add some challenge to it. Listen and memorize. We'll get in touch soon. Let's have a drink. You know me all too well. Careful not to jump the gun. Can you tell me them now? So you may be thinking, okay, Andrea, I'm here trying to memorize words and sentences, but what's the point? How does this help me to improve fluency? In both activities, you had to memorize a list of 4 items, right? Well, here's the reason why chunks are such a powerful tool. The cognitive workload, that is how much your brain had to work to memorize the items, was exactly the same for both lists. The human brain's working memory has extremely limited processing capacity. It can only process 4 items simultaneously, regardless if one item equals 1 word or 4 or 5. What does that mean? This means that while in the first one you memorized only 4 words, for the second you memorized 22 and your brain used the same amount of energy in both cases. This is to name but a few of the benefits of learning language chunks. It will help you with your fluency because you'll be able to speak faster and hesitate less because learning in chunks helps you anticipate which word comes after the other. You'll better understand and use idiomatic expressions in a natural and correct way. And it'll be much more natural to identify grammatical structures when you see them. Now, imagine that when it comes to learning and memorizing new vocabulary. Let's look at a practical example. Let's say you're learning food vocabulary. So instead of going on and on with a list of 10 words to describe food, it'd be much more productive to learn them within a chunk. Look, instead of learning and trying to memorize ripe, bitter, mild, acidic, go for this banana is not ripe enough to eat, coffee leaves a bitter taste in the mouth, that chicken had a very mild flavor. Some great desserts are made with acidic fruits like lemon pie, for example. The chunks contribute to fluent speaking because you won't have to construct word by word when speaking. It will free your thinking capacity, that is, decrease the cognitive workload your brain has to go through, as words will be understood and recognized as one single unit. Think of the example I just showed you. When talking about food, you really say bitter taste, mild flavor, and acidic fruits rather than each of these characteristics separately. Now, I want to invite you to start noticing chunks every moment you're studying English. And the best place to start is with our free masterclass. You'll be able to check out how our native immersion course works and start understanding fast native speech and vocabulary, as well as pronunciation that we use in real life. To try that for free right now, just click up here or in the link down below to sign up. In this first exercise, I'll teach you the pronunciation of some chunks you can start using right now to sound more fluent.
And then you have like the dark grey clouds that signal the storm is coming. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent there.
The first one is I'm going off on a tangent. First, contract the verb am to Then connect off with on and off on a. Your turn. Off on a. Finally, work on your intonation. Your voice goes up and down. Off on a. Off on a. I'm going off on a tangent. Let's try. Repeat with me. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going off on a tangent. Now, let's put this into context. Repeat after me. I'm sorry I'm going off on a tangent here, but I always get excited when someone mentions Harry Potter. Shall we go back to the financial report? The next one is, I guess what I'm trying to say is. I guess what I'm trying to say is. First, contract the verb am to Then connect what with I'm. What'm. Your turn. Reduce the words to t and stress the words guess and trying. Let's try. Repeat it with me. I guess what I'm trying to say is. I guess what I'm trying to say is. If you want to understand daily conversations and practice your listening skills with the British, American, and Australian accent, then why not check out our podcast? You can listen to it while you're cooking, walking your dog, or doing your housework. I'll link it down below for you. Moving on to our next exercise, let's look at how chunks can help us learn collocations. That is, words that are commonly used together, like the verb depend is always followed by the preposition on, or that you always say do, not make your homework. So the best way of doing this is trying to apply those words to many different contexts. So I will show you the chunk and you will repeat it, completing it with different words each time. First, let's use what do you say we go for a coffee after work to invite someone out. Repeat it after me. What do you say we go for a coffee after work? Now it's your turn. Now let's practice asking another question to invite someone out. Repeat it after me. Are you up for a walk in the park? Are you up for a walk in the park? Now it's your turn. Change the part in blue to the picture you see. In this next exercise, we'll have a conversation about life and work in the city. In a traditional classroom, you'd probably learn words like outskirts, commute, city centre, and residential to talk about the place where you live. Here, you'll learn and practice them as part of the chunk in a conversation. Let's do this twice. First, you ask me the questions, then you answer them, okay? I live in a small town on the outskirts of a very big city. No, I have to commute from Oakwood, my town, to London every day. I actually work in a residential area. I'm a physiotherapist, so I go to people's homes. So tell me, where do you live? Oh, interesting. And do you also work there? I see. How long does it take you to get to the city centre? If you liked this lesson, don't forget to click on the thumbs up and also let us know down in the comments. You can now continue practicing with me, Ethan, Ollie, and other learners. Embark on a global adventure and join the list to be a tester of our exclusive speaking and listening app. Just click the link down in the description to sign up. So, at the start of the lesson, I said I had a special surprise for you. Well, you'll have the chance to continue practicing the chunks we studied with a special deck on Memrise that we've created for you. It's a free gift we're giving you for learning with us. Just click on the link in the description down below to sign up to Memrise and download it. It's that simple. So now it's time to go beyond the classroom and live your English. Ah, yeah. Do you sometimes feel demotivated and even think about giving up learning